And welcome to our favourite boozer, well, my favourite boozer anyway, the Katie's Arms here online. And we meet once a week at least. I mean, I've taken to day drinking, obviously. Hello, my loves. But we meet once a week right here on Insta Live. And this got us through COVID lockdowns, and now it's designed to get us through the winter of discontent. And the idea is that we all pile in. You all drink and I drink. And if you don't drink, we all applaud you and all the rest of it. But frankly, if I stop drinking, I'll never make it. And we don't give a shit. And that's basically the premise of the pub. Happy Friday. Exactly. Yes, thank you. I know. Yes. I put them on purpose. I put them on laughing to myself that I would have a pearl necklace. Hello from Devon. Hello, my darlings. Marry me. I can't marry anyone else. Mostly because, you know, lovely Mark is only with me out of pure obligation, and also because I'm actually, we know this because I say it every week, but I'm actually a massive pain in the arse. But yes, I put on my pearl necklace just for the sort of, you know, giggles of it. Merry Christmas from Rock Island, Illinois. South Wales is here. Thank God for South Wales, living amongst the bloody communists in Wales. That's a tough gig. Hello from Oxfordshire. I just bloody love that we have so many people joining from all over the world. And everyone just saying, hello from Buckinghamshire. Oh, hi. Everyone's in from all over the world, and we're all here just because, frankly, we don't have to agree. We don't have to anything. We just don't give a shit anymore about what we're being told, the lies we're being fed, anyone else's opinion, or anyone... Oh, I needed to show you something else as well. I put glitter specifically in my hair, but it's not even showing up, which is terrible. I need to go and get the flashlight just for you to notice. I am that small child craving attention. Yes, Chicago loves me. Hello, Oregon. Oh, the Isle of Wight is here. And Manchester and Florida and sunny New Hampshire. Thank you. I am so energetic. And this is permanent. And this is why people think I'm drunk when I'm not. This is just how I am. I can't help but put it out there. So I've got all sorts of things to talk about. What a lovely geezer. Hello, London. Shall I stop now with the hellos? Hello, everybody worldwide. Welcome one, welcome all. Welcome the homeless person. Welcome the leftist that doesn't know it yet, but secretly with us because politics aren't our thing. It's just people who want everyone to be okay. So there's some thank yous I need to do. Catch up on Alex Belfield. I've just written to him. And, then just some other stuff. But first up, Catherine Jenkins. Hold on. I've come in here without my bottle of Barefoot. We may have to go and retrieve that. Right. Catherine Jenkins. Now, I know I'm a reformed character. You know you want me to do Meghan, but I haven't got I've put my wig back in my wardrobe. I need to get a different wig also because that little moo is changing her hair. Did you see? She has these extensions now, doesn't she? So she has these like waves that start here and then just go like perfect waves way down below her tiny tits. So I actually have to buy a new Meghan wig. If she could just go back to being trailer park trash, that was what my wig was better for. And now she's like coiffured. So I need to buy a new Meghan wig. But you may have seen my earlier effort today where I was wearing this sweater. So Catherine Jenkins is supposed to be singing for the Pope on Sunday. Now, Catherine Jenkins, I think Welsh, is she? Someone will help me, love you. She's got like really great tits and she's got a really good body and she's got a really good voice. And she's known for being like pure, biblically pure. My name's Catherine Jenkins and I have never done someone bent over my kitchen units. It's like that. That's how she sings, right? Literally, I don't know, has she had a baby? If she's had a baby, she managed to have a baby because it was given to her because of her angelic voice. She definitely never rogered anyone in an alleyway. Catherine Jenkins, yes? She's Welsh. Yes, I've met her against my will. Exactly. Thank you, Ryan. That's the point. I know I'm not allowed to bitch anymore. I totally bitch. But Katherine Jenkins is just one of those people that get on my fucking tits because she's so perfect. And oh, here I am singing now. I'm so perfect. And my tits just are suspended like this without any bra even because I was born to be an angel. Fuck yes, all right, bird, you know, whatever. I pulled my own contraceptive out by mistake once because I confused it with a Tampax. True story. I had to walk like John Wayne down to my local GP surgery and tell the old cow behind the desk that I'd accidentally pulled out my contraceptive coil and it was now acting like some sort of barbed fish catcher halfway down my vagina. Which I have to say, did wake up, yes, moving on, did wake up a number of people in the reception area, and I'm not sure how we got to my contraceptive coil from bitching about, oh yes I do. So she's so perfect. Anyway, so she's flying out to Italy. She's already there because she has to be there 15 days early so that she can drink the dew off of newborn babies because that's how she keeps her skin so perfect. And it turns out BA come to Manchester, bloody would. We just need a venue that will stand firm. More of that in a moment. Katherine Jenkins has become separated, not from anything internal, but from her luggage. BA might be the greatest thing they've ever done. And I bloody love all BA air stewards because they're always brilliant to me. They bring me more small bottles of wine than I can possibly drink or put in my hand luggage. I mean, it's got to the point of being ridiculous. I get gifted a lot of alcohol on BA flights by air stewards that just want to have a hug. And it's glorious. Anyway, BA have lost Katherine Jenkins' luggage. And guess what? Ooh, you'd love it if I did a gig in Devon. That might be happening actually, because a local amazing family who own a pub say that I can come and do a gig there. In which case, I don't know what we'll have to do. We'll all have to stand on each other's shoulders because it will be kind of small, but we're going to make it happen. So anyway, Katherine Jenkins in Rome, supposed to be singing for the Pope because she's so pure and the closest thing to Jesus, but Welsh with tits. And she hasn't got her luggage. So whatever hideous meringue style frock with bodice, yes, Katie, stop bitching and get on with it. I totally get you. Anyway, she hasn't got a dress. And she says without her dress, she can't perform. And all I'm saying is she is a songstress. No, she's known for her voice. So what do you need in your luggage that means you can't sing? That's all I'm asking. That's the question. If she was a cellist and BA had lost her cello, I'm with you. Maybe a violinist, they've lost the violin. But no, she's a Welsh bird with great knockers that looks like she was born under a rainbow and she hasn't got a dress. So what? If I could fucking sing, I'd sing in my jeans. Pope won't mind, will he? You still go to heaven if you wear jeans, can't you? What is it she's got in the suitcase that means she can sing? Or can she only sing with a corset? I don't know. Maybe it's some other stimulus she has in her suitcase. Anyway, someone asked me to move along. Move along we will. I need to say thank you. So don't get bored of this. Hold on. I need to thank you because you guys are amazing. In the media minor storm that happened, in the way that they are trying to have a storm involving me, but they can't involve me because I'm not allowed to be in the media, but they still want to have the clicks from saying my name, but they don't want me to be on anything. Because nobody else interesting has come along since I was removed from everything. Just some pound shop try-hard Katie Hopkins is. Because of you guys, a number of venues have held firm for my stand-up. Bear in mind, we started off, I think, with about 18. And all of them got scared, ran away, cancelled, didn't want trouble to come to their neighbourhood. You know, one petition from one old hag. And they were like, oh no, we must cancel immediately, which shows a significant lack of balls, I think, on behalf of many of those venues. However, because of you, Purfleet, Blackpool, Skeggy, although Skeggy are being a bit flaky at the minute, Stamford, Stafford have held firm. And the two I wanted to thank in particular, stand up and do a twirl. Well, you're only going to see my arse. Can't be that exciting. My arse is like a pancake. The two in particular I must do special mentions, and all of you, thank you. Oh, you caught me live. Hello, Tony Johnson, 56. 56, is that your age or your year of birth? I hope it's the latter. I very much like old men. Maybe you're a lady. Stamford and Stafford, they have got balls. Those venues have balls. And because of you, you made those two gigs, Stamford and Stafford, their best-selling show of the weekend. So that even as the lefties were trying to pull it, even as councillors, conservative councillors, were mounting pathetic petitions that someone in Scunthorpe was signing. Well, not Scunthorpe, because that's my kind of town, but someone in no place that knows me or was never planning to come was signing, because the ticket sales that you guys happened to make happen, ticket sales were great, and those two owners stuck with us. Minor passing of wind there, pardon. Stamford and Stafford. And guess what happened today? No, go on, you have to guess. We got another venue today. Should we whisper it so that the bullshit people who start 38-degree petitions can't hear? We got another venue. We did. But someone will start a petition. But what I need, when they start their petition, we have to have another petition that gets a fuck ton more signatures just for the funny. And then the petition that was started to let Katie come, not in Bedford, although I'm willing to come anywhere. The one that was let Katie come, I think, to Stamford, got taken down by 38 degrees. So you're allowed to have a petition that stops me coming, but you're not allowed to have a petition that says let Katie come. Killjoys, that's what I say. So if you find anything that says let Katie come, I mean, obviously, do. It's the only hope for my skin tone, honestly. Yes, but thank you. I mean, I know I sound like I'm taking the piss. Can I come to... I'll come bloody anywhere. I literally will come all over everyone. If we can get me to a theatre that will hold, and they don't even have to hold much, because you guys will wrap your arms around the venue and you will buy the bloody tickets. But I honestly feel that there's a bit of a turn happening, because these places have stuck with us, and you guys have stuck with us, and you guys are buying the tickets, and it's brilliant. So I'm really, really excited, as I always am. Right, let me move on to Alex. You're late because you're sitting in the pub. Fucking brilliant. Put the sound on, show the landlord and tell him I'll come in his corner. You know. So I just wrote to Belfield. I'm trying to get in to see him. So I've applied for my visitors' dates. I think February will be the first time they let me in, although I don't even know if they're letting me in, but we're trying my best. And I have I've written him another letter. I write to him. And I wrote him, for those that don't know, Alex Belfield locked up 2.5 years for the crime of online stalking, because he said some things about people in the BBC, and they went to court and basically cried and said they were terrified for their lives. And no disrespect to anyone, and no disrespect, whatever your opinion is of anybody. But if you ever met Alex Belfield, if you were scared of him, it's got to say more about you. He's like a 6-foot-tall ginger weed. If I punched him hard in the face, and I've thought about doing that on a number of occasions, you know, he'd be over in one knock. That's all I'm saying. He doesn't really need to be in prison. You know, you could lock him in with a piece of binder twine. So I wrote him a long letter making him laugh about my failings. 10 things for you to remember this Christmas. I thought we would share them here. Hello, Texas. Oh, hello. I'll be in Nashville in January. I know. Not Texas, but still. Right, here we go. I thought these might be good for some of you. Although you're not in prison, although maybe you are. And you have an illegal phone. Well done, darlings. 10 things for you to remember this Christmas. Number 1. You really aren't missing much. Oh, what have you missed? Freaking go and get my bottle, shall I? Yes, let's. What do I leave you with, though? Look, do I just leave you with a picture of my arse going out? Do you know what I'm going to get also? I'm going to get the torch to see if I can show you the sparkles. I just try and make myself look attractive on the way out. That was my art. Right, okay, so just hold on. Wait there. I've just got to get my wine. Hold on. It's okay, I'm back. Fear not, people. I have to say, I also had to go. Do you know what? We've not lost a single. In fact, we've gained viewers. By leaving the room, my darlings, we gain listeners. What does that tell you? Oh, I need to. Oh golly, hold on. There's a whole world of happenings. This is my grandfather's. We don't have granddad anymore, but this is his little Bible, and it's a perfect Bible. Yes, so I was nearly putting my wine down on that. That's my point. Right. So, haha. Now you may say, Katie, you said you hadn't been drinking yet, and that bottle is half empty. But I say to you, yes. And then I say to you, this I started yesterday. So, you know, I've done very well. So let me just, also I've got this. I keep this by the back door. It's my torch, as you see. Oh, look, how exciting. I'm trying to make you see. You can't even see it. So, look, that's very disappointing. I need to get much better glitter. So I was trying to show you that I put glitter on my hair for you. I know. So hold on. The glass was more interesting. We could do that. We could do Katie's Arms where you got... Can I make you all chat? Katie, I work in a factory that supplies barefoot. Holy shitbags. Right. Landlord at katiesarms.com. For God's sake, get in touch. Tell your bosses, I don't give a shit if they hate me, and we will become the hub of barefoot. I can be your, you know, supplier in the West Country, and we will mail it out for you free to all of our Katie's Arms. Bloody speak to your boss or play him this, but tell him that I'm much nicer than he thinks. Right, 10 things. Where's my glass? Hold on. Wait a minute, did you see my socks as I went out? This is very important. Hold on. Oh, golly. Right. Check these puppies out. Hold on. I'm going to try and do this elegantly. Wow. Wow. If you're trying to tell me that a mustard thigh-high sock does not go with a cashmere sweat and pearls, I don't want to hear it. You're not friggin' Trini and Susanna. You don't know anything. And yes, this is how I walk around. And yes, when I went into a place at lunchtime, they asked me if I was in disguise. But I'm just saying, if you're not wearing a mustard thigh-high sock, who are you? I mean, really, who are you? This is the only way to get about. Right, I think that's enough of my pubic zone exposed. Easy, tiger. Exactly. Is it cold in my house? It's cold fucking everywhere. I like to empathise with people who can't put their heating on. Right, 10 things for you to remember this Christmas. Number 1, you really aren't missing much on the outside. Every fucker is on strike and nothing works, including most people. And drink. Number 2, where can you get them from? Any good gun shop or hunt shop. Or anybody that works with dogs, which may be many of you actually if you're working. No, let's stop there. Number 2, it's too expensive to turn the heating on at home. If there's a radiator in your cell or on the wing, give glorious thanks. See, I'm trying to make him feel better because he's in prison and doesn't have to pay for his heating, right? Number 3, most lives are incredibly mundane. Yours is not. And the reward for that is that you are now in a prison. But that's not a bad thing. Being mundane is far worse, indeed. And drink. you don't have my father. Oh, my father and I had a bit of a falling out this week. And that is both a blessing and a relief, because then you would be my fucking brother. I literally am hilarious. You're hot as mustard. You see? Truth bombs. That's all Katie's Arms is about. Mustard thigh-high socks and me hot as mustard. Here we go, number 5. There is avian flu all around this Christmas. And as we chomp down on turkeys, we could well be imbibing the start of a new turkey-based strain of COVID. You will be spared from this. I just love the idea that we're supposed to have avian flu, and that when we eat our turkeys this Christmas, you know, not if you're vegan, obviously, then you'll be tucking into a fucking sawdust sausage. But if you're chomping on a turkey, maybe it'll be like the Chinese people sucking the arses out of bats, and we'll have a new strain of COVID that will be like turkey COVID. But it will be like also monkeypox, which is now called the Mpox. So gobbler COVID, like that. That's a cheery thought for the new year, isn't it? Like monkeypox, which is now known, did you know, as Mpox, so that it's not racist. Mpox, like S Club 7, but for monkeys that bang. Okay. Where were we, darlings? Were we at 6? Oh no, yes, here we are, number 6. I apologise for the language, in the sense that if it offends you, then probably you need to off-tee piss. Number 6, most people are fuckers. At least you are forced to spend time with fewer of them. See? I've got this prison thing down, right? Making him feel better. Little number by number. I've got camel flu. I've got 2 humps on my back. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay. Oh, yes, I thought of a joke to tell you. I need to be much more careful when I'm writing my list to Santa. Last year, I spent a very awkward day with a man from Acton. No? Right? He misspelled Action Man. A man from Acton. No? Okay, fine. Number 7. Oh, this is great, this one. You're still laughing at the sawdust sausage. Fucking vegans. I've got them in my own family. Oh, God. Can't you just eat a turkey? I mean, would it really hurt once a year just to chow down on a bit of white meat and maybe suck on a gizzard? I mean, right. Did we do most people are fuckers? Yes, we did. Number 7. Here we go. I better bloody hurry up, actually. It's 2023. Banging a prison guard has always been a fantasy of mine. Keep this in your thoughts. So, my thought was... Where's my bottle? There. Oh, ah, oh, ah. So my thought was, him thinking of me... Turkey isn't nice. No, I know it's not, but none of us really like it, but we still bloody eat it, don't we, to keep the family happy? So why can't vegans just suck it up for a day and just, you know, eat a bit? Just suck on a, I don't know, knee joint. Turkeys have knees? Fuck knows. Oh, I tell you something. If you buy chicken from Waitrose, thighs, just straight bones. If you buy chicken thighs from Sainsbury's, all the thigh bones are cracked. I hate to think about that, but it basically means that all the chickens for Sainsbury's have been grossly mistreated, and their thigh bones are broken under the sheer weight of their bulging breasts. Let's not dwell. Okay, onwards, darling. Chicken is better, or beef. I agree with you, actually. But then if you don't eat turkeys, there'll be no fucking turkeys. Well, then that would be such a shame, because then we can't make jokes about gobbling. Right, number 7. Banging a prison guard. Oh, we did that. Number 8. Very much like Boris Becker, you will soon be free. Did you just say turkey is as dry as a witch's tit? Very much like Boris Becker, you will soon be free, except less fat and with better prospects. Have you, no, exactly, don't get chicken from Sainsbury's. Have you seen Boris Becker? I mean, there's a photo of me with my short lesbian hair back in the day. Where's my short lesbian hair? Do I have a book with it on? Where is my first book? Rude. Can't see it. So, anyway, I look like Boris Becker. But Boris Becker that's just come out of prison, bear in mind he should never have been anywhere near prison. He looks dreadful. I mean, really dreadful. Which I feel terrible about because I very much like Boris Becker. I was trying to cheer Alex up by telling him he's less fat than Boris Becker. Is that good? I don't know. I just love that you're partial to a pearl necklace. Darlings, you know that anyway. That's why I've got into a lot of trouble in my life. Do you know who I think I sound like now? Who's the bloke from Love Actually who sings... Yeah, I'm going to end up married. No, the person I fall in love with, as it turns out, is actually my fat manager. Anyway, okay. Number 9. Life is long. You have much more to do and many more good times ahead than bad. You just have to keep your head above the water line for now, which, sits with my whole thing about any of you, which is that on a day when you think, God, I just can't do this anymore, fuck it, I just can't, I'd rather go for the long sleep than be bothered to try and A, keep myself warm, B, try and have a job where I'm not paid, and C, listen to the moaning of my family anymore. You've got to keep going till tomorrow. You've got to. And I say that with personal, and we will do number 10, I promise, but you have to. I have, and I'm not in any way, oh God, I can't put my wine down. But I'm just telling you, there was a point, I'm looking for what chapter it is. Hold on, I can't go on. Chapter 13, where I specifically talk about leaving my home with the idea of never coming back. And I specifically talk about that because it was at a time where my family were in danger because of me. I don't mean in a Meghan Markle way, I mean in real danger. And like an actual attack happening on us. And so I thought that by distancing myself, I would free my family from enduring or suffering under, because they were my family. But what I'm telling you is that I'm so glad I didn't pull that off, that stunt that day. It wasn't a stunt. And I'm very, very glad to be here now. And so what matters is that you do still turn up tomorrow. So even if today you might think like, oh, I really can't be asked anymore, you must, because something great will happen, I promise. Okay, here we go. Number 10. Oh, number 10. This is dear to my heart. Blackpool, you rocked it. I just want him to remember that one of the last times I saw Alex Belfield, we were on stage in Blackpool and he was as brilliant as he always is. And back in the first show that we did, he was fantastic and we filled that place. And he will always have a special place. I appreciate there are differing views on this, but he's the only person and the first person that allowed me to share a stage with him and show what I can do. And that's my loyalty through no matter what. And then I end, we love you and there's nothing you can do about it, because that's what he says. Breathe all the way in, breathe all the way out and repeat. So that's my letter to Belfield, winging its way to him, and then I shall go see him in February and I shall update you from there. So that, my darling, brings us to the end of Katie's Arms today. He's going to have a lot of material for his new show. He certainly is. And that's also my trying to make my point to him that that out here, and I guess I talk about that somewhere in this letter, which is not trying to rub your face in it. I appreciate you. Please do leave if you'd like to leave. I mean, you've been in there so long. Her Majesty's pleasure isn't even Her Majesty anymore. It's His Majesty now. And frankly, his family have committed more criminal activity than you ever will. I was trying to find the bit where I was explaining to him that time passes. Oh, here. I imagine where you are, time moves incredibly slowly, and perhaps you also imagine the world will have forgotten you by the time you get out. But not the case, my friend. Without trying to rub your nose in it at all, time on the outside flies by. And I say this to remind you that out here, it feels like you have only been gone for an instant. And when you get out again, people will be super thrilled And the best of us will still be here just as we were before. Although it is true that I will be the one with the really shit hair. And frankly, the rest of me will be even further south than it was before. So, can I just tell you one last exciting thing? On the weekend prior to Christmas, I rang the hairdressers this morning, and the first one didn't go well because I started off saying, and I literally started off with this, I appreciate I sound like a mental patient, but... And what I can say to you is never ring a hairdresser's and start with, I appreciate I sound like a mental patient, but, because I think that gave the lady the impression that I was one, and so instantly I was only ever going to get a no, which indeed I got. Rang the second one, tried a different entry line. I know you're going to be swamped, but I just thought maybe you had a cancellation. I could pay, use the word money. Boom, I'm in. Tomorrow afternoon, half a head of highlights. I mean, obviously I'm a natural blonde, but I got in on the Saturday before Christmas to have highlights. So my darlings, cheers to that. Check your emails. I will. Please do 100% the voice of the people. Don't just start me off, and we know what happens when I get grateful. But thank you very much for supporting all the venues. Purfleet, Stamford, Stafford, Blackpool. I don't even know what to say. Because of you, we have a show, and I don't know how we're going to get through it on the night, but I do know that we're going to have such a great time. We're going to have to get a lock in. We need Mr. Barefoot to supply the barefoot, and then we can just carry on the being together and reminding each other it was worth it to make it through this shit winter. Okay, I'm going to go because I promised I would, and I will see you. Will I see you next week? I don't even know what the date will be, but I will have better hair, and I would aim to have a new thigh-high sock for your benefit. And if you would like to email, lovely Mark gets them and passes them along, but it's landlord@Katie's Arms, which need work.com, katiesarms.com. So do feel free to email with anything, and please know that you will be heard and your email will be read, and it does matter to us. And but mostly thank you for being you guys. Okay, I will see you next week.